Prime Minister Mottley explained the new rates, which will apply to profits earned from January 1st, are necessary as Barbados has committed to implementing a global minimum tax. She revealed that under the new rules, if Barbados kept a rate below 9%, treaty partners such as Canada could impose a tax on the country and companies domiciled here. But Ms. Mottley notes not all companies will be subject to this 9% rate.
A company whose gross income is currently below $2 million and which is now registered as a small business under the Small Business Development Act, Chapter 318C, shall be subject to a corporation tax rate of 5.5%. 2. The corporation tax rate that is currently applicable to the insurance business sector of 0% for Class 1 businesses and 2% for Class 2 businesses shall remain. 3. International shipping business will remain taxed under the current tax regime established in 2019.
Prime Minister Mottley says after consultations with the sector, the Ministry of Finance will advise whether a new regime should be adopted for international shipping companies from 2025. She also announced plans to roll out a qualified domestic minimum top-up tax to be administered by the Barbados Revenue Authority. This will ensure multinational enterprises with revenue in excess of $800 million and currently paying less than the 15% global minimum tax rate are brought up to that threshold. And in an effort to encourage growth, development and employment in strategic sectors, government will also be rolling out new tax credits, including in the area of research and development.
To innovate and to introduce new products and services approved by the Minister of Finance by order in the following sectors: medicine, science and technology, finance, information technology, including artificial intelligence, distillery and refinery, which I should have mentioned before under the qualifying jobs credit too, and any other industry added by ministerial order. It is anticipated, Mr. Speaker, that the country will seek particularly to attract also areas of research in the ocean and marine environment given the climate crisis that we face.
Prime Minister Mottley says government remains in dialogue with companies and service providers as it seeks over the next few months to persuade as many of them as possible to stay in Barbados. She revealed plans should the higher tax rates result in excess revenue beyond what is required to meet the state's fiscal targets.
Improvements in our education system with heavy concentration on skills and digital skills development, the strengthening of our healthcare system, the building of resilience with increased spending on adaptation to mitigate climate change effects for our people and our businesses, for debt reduction, as I said, and for investing in the development of our young people, particularly through sports and cultural development.
But should there be any significant fall-off in corporation tax revenue in the country's attempt to comply with the rules, Barbados has indicated to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, that it will argue strongly for compensation. Sharika Griffith, CBC News.